Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home of Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. We're expecting a full house, and they are more than ready to get things started. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hilltoppers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Baylor's offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This
The 18-yard
top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. 6th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
He's got the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws, nice.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance with him.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. We got to do it again today.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
The sure hands. It's Spears. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for you.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They'll pin their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker, and it'll be 4th down. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack into the ground. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Handoff from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking down the middle. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but the ball's incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Batted into the air, and it's picked. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Topper. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Western Kentucky, 14.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
To the ground with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? You've got a 3rd and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Bears send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's right on target. And they'll knock him down.
After giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing space.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, WKU. Made the snag and strolled its way into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Going up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Got his man all by himself. Running toward the tape. The tag. Touchdown Bears! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. Floating away. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary adjustments.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again.
And with that, let's send it back to the guys at L.T. Smith Stadium.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, now on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. It's caught. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass, making this sophomore has an arm. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. Let's go! On the option. He'll toss it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's now second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, the defense won that play. As an offense, you're the key, David. You can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I'm sure we ran a better round.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. They're getting this guy lathered up. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. They're going to be opening up for the passing.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Got it. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Lasso. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Makes his connection. Tackled immediately after the catch.
It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
From the gun on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play, and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And the Bears will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4 downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets...
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
33, Baylor, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
33, Baylor, 21.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. It's a fumble on the play.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to pass it on second down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bears have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that running the football on first down.
He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field, gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got it, looking for the first down. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quick completion on the out. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollock, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the score. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears! Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 11, set to kick this one away.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes it a little bit of a difference. You know when I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out under 28 with the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Cut. Get set.
They want that clock to run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Tackled after picking up the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason,